Okay. This might blend in with 2 episodes ago. So, we got to the Tears of the Frozen? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Okay. So we got there with our boy Armin. And
One momento, I think I found it.
we found a bunch of other people who had also been either frozen in the past or traveled forward in time to our current time. They had been there at the Battle of Burning Wood.
Mm-hmm.
There was some misunderstandings. Gifts were given, very powerful gifts. Then we traveled south, found the portal to the Tears of the Frozen. We found a portal or something that led us back in time.
You guys talk the Time Wizard.
Yes.
You guys travel back in time.
Yes, Time Wizard Man, Time Wizard Illusion took us back in time to, like, not as a vision, like, we're there. So we arrived at the Battle of Burning Wood. We determined that Morning, or as she was known at the time, Guiding Moonlight, was way northeast, and decided, yes, let's not go that direction, and headed more southwest. We ran into Necromancer, big bad mage guy.
One of the barons.
We ran into one of the barons. I don't have my document up, so you'll have to give me Koltar.
We ran into a bunch of the barons.
Yep. Paxi thought he'd be smart about this and try and withhold information.
By telling them that we're from the future immediately.
Right. So he's like, hey, we're from the future, and I know what happens to you. You shouldn't kill us, because then you'll never know. To which Koltar was just like, ha ha ha. So, our glorious Grand Master plan works then, I see. To which we all go ... And then he wanders off.
Anyways.
And also keep in mind that he found you guys strictly because of you, Paxi, because of your mark of the Ishnox.
I mean, that's not my... That's... Okay, that's sort of my fault.
That's how he found you, and how he noticed you had Mishnox's mark.
Yeah, he wanted to suck out my mark. But then I was like, don't do that, please.
He did not. He wanted to leave you be.
Right. Oh, wait, the mark... He said something about, like, the mark was left there on purpose so their legacy or something could continue?
Something.
Yeah, so I'm like, Paxi's playing right into their hands, and he's just being stupid about it.
And also you guys were with 2 powerful druids from ages old.
Yes, we ran...
a force fire one. Wildfire, and the other one being more traditional.
Yes, Paxi was very smitten with the druidy... No, the fire one. The fire one, of course. For reasons we won't go into. And then he found out that they were actually an item, and then he was just like, fuck this.
He didn't say fuck this, he tried to separate him so he could get with them. Get with her.
I mean... I don't think Paxi would have done something that crass.
I do.
You were very drunk.
And, okay, so we fought... There was like, oh, we fought the big, green fire golem. Shit. Thing. Again.
The heads up.
He's already drunk.
You fought the fire golem, and also you fought the anti-magic golem, like the mage killer golem.
Yes. The mage killer golem ran off, the fire golem got frozen and then obliterated by Fire Lady.
Well, he got petrified, but then he was breaking out again.
Yeah.
That was by Argue.
Yeah, someone petrified him. Or you could hit him with the petrification beam. So the druid gave us a sapling.
It was an acorn.
It was an acorn. Still Swallow. Valar Still Swallow gave us an acorn that was like sprouting or something. No,
No,
his
it was an acorn with like that gave off a green glow.
right, but his staff grew an acorn and gave it to us.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
And then Shazorwin Forest Heal. There it is. She is the one that is full of fire that Paxi likes a lot. And that's where we left off? Question mark? We didn't go back yet.
No. You guys met the mage. He gave you some tools and like you basically asked him questions, and he gave you answers on solutions to deal with the life drain golem and dealing with the harbinger. That's currently
Which we had to steal.
working free.
Right, I don't remember what the answer was for the life drain golem.
Well, so in Margrasa, or in this case for you guys, Margrasia, there is a golem made by some dwarven artificer that possesses certain magical properties that allows it to fight other golems. And he says that, to his knowledge, it's been buried somewhere in Margrasia.
Wait, where's Margrasia?
And that would...
Wait, is Margrasia the
the Dwarven Kingdom.
Oh,
Or
the country
golem
that's been
is.
devastated by said golem. Great. Fantastic.
Yes.
And-
And
We also came across another symbol that was like a half moon or a quarter moon, and we have no idea who it belongs to.
if that half moon symbol is associated with the Sealing Mage.
Oh. Great. I just have a lot of question marks.
Actually, is it?
I don't know. Tell us your
What?
secrets.
Let me pull up my list of symbols. The half moon. The All Sealer. Yep, it is the All Sealer. So it's the one that was in cahoots with the Life Smiths.
Right. There's no one lifesmith. It's many of them.
Two. A brother and sister.
Well,
And
we
the
know
brother got
about
betrayed.
Elnock, which I'm assuming is a boy's name, so the brother, who we met.
Yeah. So you know that it's so Elnock is the Life Smith, but the guy you encountered, his name is Nokri, and then he referred to his sister as Alessia. So Elnock is basically a combination of their two names.
Sia and
Nokri.
Yay!
But anyway, but to deal with the Harbinger, he said to basically search for the Flaxus, aka the Sorcerer's Circle's lab, to try, because he possesses powerful sealing magic that he created that could be utilized to reseal the Harbinger.
You
Wait,
better have powerful roofing magic too.
he told us to go to Flaxus, not whoever the sealing mage is?
No, the sealing mage is gone, and if he was alive, he would not help you.
Oh, great.
And he said that your next choice is basically the Sorcerer's Circles.
Did he tell us where that lab was?
Metopi.
Of course.
AKA the Metopian Badlands.
So are we supposed to go there now, or like future now?
Technically future now.
Right. So we need to get back to our portal and head back to the future. Yes?
Yep.
Question mark? Okay.
back to the present,
Yes.
so we can travel into the future and save the past.
Back to
But
1994.
I will tell you this though, that the Time Wizard Mage did say that the place you came from,
1955.
like the low location where you arrived at, was temporary. So he did not say when or how you guys would be getting back.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, we also met the Innovator.
Yeah, that too. You also met Lishrod, aka the Grandmaster Artificer, aka a rather quirky individual.
And we got a mechanical wolf?
Wolf ring. Yeah, you got a wolf golem ring basically. The moment he saw Astorius, his wolf mount, he was like, "I feel inspired. Let me make a wolf mount, but as a ring." And he made one. Then proceeded to drop it, and then lost interest and moved on to another location.
I forget, what did he give me? Did he change my weapon to a +3, right?
He upgraded your weapon, and he increased the range of your teleport with it.
Look, is there anything that I would know about, like medicinal
Yep.
Adderall or Ritalin that we could give this guy in the future to like make him focus a little bit, stay on target?
He's dead in the future. Well, he's gone.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh yeah, you also did ask him about like if he had any thoughts on Morning
Yes.
or Moonlight's origins, and
She
he
is
says
from the stars. She's a space alien.
something like that. He theorizes that if she was made by something, then she is not made from anything on this plane, or he suspects it might even be she might be something else entirely in the form of a weapon, which didn't ring any bells with Morning.
Right.
But did get her interested, and she thought about it for a bit, but ultimately, like, there was no proper conclusion.
Yep.
So, alright. Before we start...
TM, I forget. Did Paxi ever determine that the shards of glass used to upgrade Morning were parts of her original body, or is that...
Yes.
Okay, so that's not just me thinking that Paxi knows this
That
as well.
was the conclusion.
Okay.
Like, what she got from every one of those shards of glass are an extension of herself, but that one piece that you got from the Wish of the Beholder was not a part of her, but seemed to have imitated a part. So even though it didn't really give her proper information, it did, in a way, still grow her power.
Sure.
But if she wanted to reclaim her memories and her true power, you would have to regather the glass pieces.
And we sensed her, like, up here by the gathering, right?
She is currently located north up here,
North up
or
there.
at least for Deduce, which is where the majority of the fighting is going on.
Great. We'll keep that in mind.
So, you guys left the area of the Tears of the Frozen after you saw there were multiple powerful golems watching you. You fought them before, but they were much more powerful in this time period than they were back then. And you guys stepped out, and you find yourself back here. I guess until Storius rejoins, I'll just do this.
Did he say anything?
Nothing yet. Maybe I should call him.
Yeah, call him.
In that case, BRB.
Oh, my head's buzzing a little bit.
Oh, deadlines today.
Yeah, so... guess since you're technically back outside, you guys arrive outside of the portal, and you notice it's raining.
So we went back to our... Wait.
We went back to the future.
Wait,
No, to the present.
I thought
I
the
know the
dude
past,
didn't. I
technically.
thought the dude didn't tell us how. Wait, what portal is this? Oh, this is the portal to the Tears of the Frozen. We're still in the past.
Yes. Because the last time you were here, there was snow everywhere and ice.
Right.
And right now, you can see in the distance ash, flames. You can see bolts of lightning, flashes of powerful magic, monstrous shapes. There's a lot of fighting going on right now still.
That's off to the northeast.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want to go that way, but we do. Okay. Hey, Wayman guy, dude, bro, pal. Um, you were here. Where are you? Past you right now.
He's currently thinking a bit, kind of just in thought. But the moment you like say his name, he kind of just like stops for a moment, and turns to you. Then he just gets that casual grin, just seems to like pop on his face by reflex. Well, trying to think back to where I currently am. Well, brother, as of this point, me and my party would probably be somewhere in the north, running for our lives as we speak. I can't really say it'd be a good idea to go where we are, and to be honest, don't think it'd be kind of awkward to run in with myself.
Agreed. But what took you from now till 1,000 years in the future?
Pretty much just running, getting away, finding people who were not killing us on sight, and forming alliances.
Oh,
Which, speaking of,
you just waited 1,000 years.
for me, the war was several decades ago, before the whole imprisonment and then waking up thousands of years in the future.
I'm sorry, imprisonment?
That's the reason why we popped out.
Was he in...
He, along with, hold on. Let me get all the list of stuff. So that one NPC that you had with for the majority of the Tears of the Frozen fight, Armin.
Yeah.
Wayman and all those guys that in that collective group were imprisoned, just like Armand. And when the Tears of the Frozen first seal broke, which it caused whatever was sealing them to break free, so Wayman is just like Armand.
So you were just frozen for 1,000 years.
Yes, and to his knowledge, the War of the Burning Wood was like 20, 30-ish years ago.
Great. That's not going to help us.
But hold on a sec. We do have one chance that we can at least find a way to get out of here without having to risk our lives. I do have a friend. Came from Europia, same land as me. And from what we've talked about when I found him, at this point in time, he should have already been here for about a week and has established some form of alliance with the natives. It's a little bit further south here. You familiar with lizard folk?
Yeah, absolutely. We know about them.
They're very tasty.
We may or may not be the reason they're extinct in the future. Just saying.
Extinct? How many you killed? Thousands?
No, it was like 20.
Oh, damn, brother. At that point, they were already on their way out. But the one particular tribe that my associate made contact with refers themselves as the Nightscale Clan. If we make our way there, even though technically I am not the original me of this timeline, he would still recognize me, which means, by extension, we could probably get some form of safety until we figure out our next plan.
So you're just looking for a quiet place to sit and think for a second.
Essentially. Of course, brother. By all means, you want to run straight head first into that little brawl going down between all the mages and monstrosities that we can't comprehend, then by all means, I can't stop you. But if the goal is survival, then I think we should probably go south. Because right now, all that fighting is north. and it will spread eventually down to the south. But currently, well, with some of the lizard folk shamans, they've currently created some sort of barrier, a weather barrier, to best describe it, to fight off the fires. So, the most we have to deal with is swamplands.
South it is then.
And which I should add, when you guys moved south in your present timeline, there was no swamp, it was all forest. So, the landscape's a little different too. It's the best shot we got at the moment till we figure out our next move, essentially. If that works with all of you. If you have any better ideas, by all means share. But this is based on my current experience during this time. And I think that's the main reason why that time wizard sent me with all of you. But then again, I still find it a little odd that we're not back already.
Why
Because
would
we
you
need to finish our
say
main
that?
objective. Call it a hunch.
He never really did tell us how we were supposed to get back.
He did not, but he did say that little entrance that we came from was temporary. I don't think it's actually going to be any point for us to work our way back now. Or maybe it's a timer. Maybe he will just bring us back after enough time has passed, which at that point, finding a good place to lay low would be the option.
Yep. Simon, do you have any objections?
Nope.
So although there might not be anything to hit going south, but we won't die.
Oh, there will be. But, I recommend keeping a steady hand on your blades and not go for the attack immediately. After all, the last thing we want is to make unnecessary enemies. Especially when some of these people might be the ones helping us.
So make
Okay.
enemies, just not unnecessary ones. Got it.
Correctly. If they swing first, give them a reason to explain themselves before you do that. But, depending on which ones we find, I may be able to talk our way out. So he starts making his way around the portal.
Yep.
Remember, keep your heads low and keep a little bit of a lock on your spells for the moment. Unless we
Alright.
need to. Don't want to draw any unnecessary tension.
May I roll stealth?
Roll stealth.
I too like the stealth option.
24.
Damn.
Yeah, you got anything to help with that? Because some of us roll stealth at disadvantage.
What do you got that makes you roll the stealth at disadvantage?
Half plate armor.
I'd like to roll sleight of hand.
You are not sleight of handing
29.
the armor. My armor is gone. I don't know where I went.
Alright,
Roll stealth with normally jetpacks.
Man, this is a Skyrim move.
Just.
I still rolled a fucking 3.
Oh.
He was trying to stealth in the process of having his armor taken off
Even
of
with
him.
advantage, it's still an 8. Because I'm about to say it's rain. It's starting to rain right now.
He said to keep our spells on hold,
well,
so
it's
I'm
starting to
not.
rain, but it's currently raining.
I'm not going to make anyone go invisible.
You know what? I can. Never mind.
No going invisible. Oh, well, Swolbo's gone.
Swolbo's invisible. So, you guys are now making your way south.
Stealth is easy. Swole just walks normally, and he's hidden by all of the bushes.
He is a bush. What are you talking about? He's just wearing a fucking. He's wearing shrubs.
So where are we going? Besides south? I thought the lizard folk were on this island.
Yeah, but is that what you're telling him?
I mean, that's where I know them to be, sure.
Thousands of years later.
So far, he's pulling out a map and trying to shield it from the rain. The ideal location we're looking for is somewhere around here. That is where the Night Scales resides, territory reside. Well, that's where the Night Scale tribe resides in.
Fantastic.
They are rather territorial and not quite friendly to outsiders, but with a few things my associate told me during our time after the war, I can calc my way in. I'll be mad if I drop the right name and the right words. Then, maybe they'll even escort us to their tribe. So, as you guys are progressing further and further, crossing over like roaring rivers with makeshift wooden bridges and stuff, as you guys are getting further down, you're seeing less of the ash and less of the fire and more of just wetlands. You can see scattered trees that are coated in some form of dust or ash. And the area just smells murky, it's muddy. But at least as you're going further down, the fighting going on in the distance is growing a little bit fainter. At some point, you would see in the distance flashes of lightning, various flaming rocks falling from the sky, and even a burst of silver flame. Just all a bunch of things going on at once. But eventually, as it gets progressing further, Wayman would eventually raise his hand up as a way to signal you guys to stop. Up ahead.
Rest in peace, that owlbear.
Yeah, up ahead, you can see a group of black-scaled lizard folk currently finishing off. Well, at this point, they've pretty much finished off a wild owlbear. They're currently muttering to each other faintly in... Well, you guys would know it's Draconic, especially if you with Astorius technically with you. But they're talking way too quiet for you guys to hear. Wayman kind of just leans forward a little bit. 4 warriors, 1 shaman. That's probably the best bet we got. So I'm just going to take a couple steps forward, straighten stuff out to remove his stealth. Then he starts approaching. When he does, soon all the lizard folk whip their heads toward your guys' directions and immediately raise their various weapons. You can see bows, axes. This shaman immediately steps off to the side and mutters a few phrases to himself. That's when Wayman raises his hands up in the air and then says something. It's not Draconic, but it's like a mixes of hisses and growls that almost seem animalistic. But when he says it, all 5 of the lizard folk stop and then look at each other.
What language was it? I probably don't speak it.
You do not know it.
Okay.
But then he starts speaking in Draconic, which Astorius would be able to translate for you guys. I am a friend with someone who is with your tribe. I may be a soft scale, but I am no enemy. I am a friend. That's when they all start talking to each other, like various arguing and stuff. One of the things in Draconic that would make out is how does a soft scale know the language of our people? But eventually the shaman pipes up, causes all of them to be quiet, and then after some words and also the animalistic hissing-like language that Wayman first spoke, they all nod their head. Which at this point, this one would approach and then speak in broken common. We bring back you home. And that was when Wayman kind of looks at the rest of you guys, kind of gives almost a shit-eating grin, like, Well, looks like I too got it. Good thing my friend taught me that little phrase. At least it prevents the lizard folk from attacking us on sight.
What was
For
the
the record,
phrase?
it essentially is a greeting of the Night Scale tribe, in lizard folk, mind you, not a common language nowadays, since most of them just speak Draconic, but it pretty much just means I greet my brothers and sisters shrouded in night. It is like a family term, and when an outsider says it, causes them to. It confuses them more than makes them
I got you.
stay aggressive. But hey, they're going to escort us back. And at this point, that's when you can see the lizard folk will each grab a leg of the dead wild owlbear and lift it up. That's when the shaman walks over to you, like the bunch of you. Kind of just eyes all of you, kind of like a mix of curiosity and caution, before eventually says in broken common, "Brothers, sisters, bring back kill. You follow ahead." And then he starts walking. Well, guess that's our cue.
Yarp.
And he just walks past the lizard folk, who just give you guys a side glance at this point. So, what of everyone else? I'm assuming you guys are just following.
Yep.
Swalwell said he'd be back.
Gotcha. So, as you guys are walking, Waymond would just start talking to you. Like, he'll say a few words, like start speaking in Draconic to the lizard folk shaman beside you guys. But after a little bit of just conversing, like he's just asking him like the general situation of the lizard folk and stuff like that, which you just get very like short responses. Like the shaman doesn't really feel inclined to tell him about anything. But eventually, that Wayman then turns to the rest of you guys and just says, "Okay, so a general situation, or at least from what I understand, from what my friend told me, as of currently, the lizard folk are surviving from the war. With all the fighting going on north, it's been pushing a lot of the wildlife south, so pretty bountiful with the food and all that, because lizard folk are traditional hunters, very primal. But eventually, these magic and all that has been leaking further south, and thus endangering their people and their lifestyle. They're not really taking kindly to that. They also don't want to get involved with the fighting of us soft scales, as they refer to us as."
Makes sense.
Yeah, as for my friend, well, perhaps he can explain it a little bit more in detail about how he countered them, but at least a little bit of information I have is, essentially, during his time in Aropia, he learned a lot of different languages, and one of which he studied the dialect of lizard folk, because he runs a black market filled with all sorts of characters, lizard folk being quite rare, but they frequent. And him being him, he wants to be able to deal with all sorts of individuals, so he took care of learning everything about culture and language. And of course, lizard folk. So when he arrived here from the portal after being sucked up, he took a chance and then used some form of random dialect of lizard folk, and lucked out. And it happened to match the dialect of the night scale. Because let me mind you, that little phrase I said, even if you probably won't be able to remember it, if you say it to any other lizard folk tribe, you'd be treated as an enemy. Every one of them have their own form of greetings, and using it to, like one tribe's greeting to another tribe is generally taken as an insult or a declaration of hostility. So you guys are making your way further and further and further. This lizard folk shaman is kind of moving really fast, kind of like almost as if he's not really paying it. Like he's kind of just like assuming that you guys are as fast at traveling through the forest as he is, which you guys are pretty speedy. But at the same time, he's not even looking back to see if you guys are keeping up. Eventually, the swamplands and all that part way, and it reveals makeshift wooden walls. And then, like, beyond that, a village.
Let me zoom out.
This looks.
Oh wow.
Some
Yeah.
some of these creatures look kind of familiar, don't they?
Oh,
That's racist.
these are all lizard folk you've encountered. You can see
Yes.
civilians. You can see their warriors / hunters. You can, I mean, you can also see their towering barbarians. And there's a couple scattered shamans. The shaman approaches, shouts the greeting in their lizard folk tongue before following, saying in Draconic that they bring those who are friends with their guest. At which point, these two guards look at each other. They mutter and hiss before eventually opening the gates. Then he turns to you guys, takes a step backwards, and just says, "Follow."
Yep.
Close. So he starts leading you guys in. You guys are immediately getting a lot of not quite hostile looks, but these lizard folk are kind of just like almost glaring because you know you're an outsider in their village.
We're in the not wrong neighborhood.
And Wayman just says, like quiet, like this kind of discreetly, "Don't mind them. Lizard folk aren't very keen on us soft scales, so us entering the village is definitely a rarity, even an honor to most. But don't step on any tails."
Talking about literally or figuratively?
Well, there we go. So he's like leading the way. This big guy that you kind of just walk past just lets out a low rumbling growl. That's when then at this point the shaman just says, "Chieftain, ahead." At this point, you can hear in this giant hut a variety of voices. One sounds low, one's deep and rumbling, one sounds a little bit softer. But then at this point, the shaman approaches the shaman. They exchange a couple of quick words before eventually nodding. Then this one immediately steps inside. Then this guy stops here, turns to you, and says, "Wait." Eventually, this guy comes back out. And then you see a giant, hulking lizard folk step out.
Oh.
This one steps out and then speaks in surprisingly fluent common. "Greetings, soft scales." They kind of just like observe you. You notice that this lizard folk doesn't have any weapons. Like their bodies adorned with various bones and things from creatures that you don't recognize. Some of them you might seem familiar. Eventually, this chieftain then says, "I Amarikni, chieftain of the Nightscale tribe.
Oh.
You say you are friends with our guest. And Wayman steps forward. That is correct. I presume he's currently inside that hut, yeah? Name's Wayman. Don't know if you ever mentioned me, but I'm sure he'll know who I am. We will see. That's when the chieftain turns to the hut. Guests, reveal yourselves to these outsiders and identify them to us. Then, stepping out, you can see a purple dragonborn. She takes a few steps out, turns her gaze to the rest of you, kind of blinks a few times. I do not recognize them. Then Wayman goes, hold on a moment there. Yeah, you don't know me yet, at least. You'll understand, it's the other fellow that should be inside, alright? There is another person. Right? There is. He's currently gathering his notes. And then you see...
Sorry,
a
what?
Notes.
Notes.
That is when the flops of this hut open, and you can see stepping out is a little goblin.
Wait a
dear
minute.
God.
Himself. Eventually, he says, "Alright, let's see what we got here. Wayman! How the hell are you here?" And that Wayman just starts to get a big grin. There we go. You recognize me, do you, crew?
Oh god damn it.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
goddamn.
That's when this goblin crew blinks a few more times. So what do you know? Crew ain't the only one that got all sucked up in that. Then he turns to the lord folk. Yeah, these fellows of crew, they're with crew. No need to worry about them. Guests, yeah. And that's when the chieftain kind of turns their gaze to the rest of you, kind of just glaring. But eventually their gaze softens before giving a nod. Very well. They are guests to the Nightscale tribe. Do not take advantage of our generosity and hospitality. And then they re-enter the hut. That's when crew turns to the rest of you. Don't mind her. Took me a little bit to teach her common and be a little bit more open to us. But hey! Well, hold on a moment. Now that I think about it, wait, man, where's the rest of your party? Yeah, they look a little different from what I remember. Yes, about that. It's gonna be a bit of a long story. Maybe we should probably find a place to sit down. That's when he would turn to the Dragonborn. Maybe you should go continue talking with the chieftain about the plans. I'll go settle matters with an old friend, if that's good with you. Very well, but do not take too long. And she enters the hut before vanishing. Oh, crew, he would just walk over to a little spot here and just sit down on the cold, wet ground. Not much to really find a place to sit. Every little hut here's kind of occupied, so gotta make do with what you got. So Wayman just decides to just sit down next to him. All these lizard folk kind of just eye you.
I'll stand.
Alright. Maybe some introductions. Name's Crew. I already know you, Wayman, but while your little party.
Well, I mean, the name's Simon. Dylan, what are they called again? The group of messengers that are primarily goblins? The underground ones?
Underground messengers.
That's it? Okay, that's what I thought. So, do you happen to be a part of the underground messengers, perchance?
He blinks a few
Mr. Crew?
times, and then just scratches his chin. Underground messengers. Crew ain't heard about that.
Yeah, you will soon enough. Anyways, I'm Simon. This here is dumb shit named Paxi. And back there is Swolbo, which we try not to piss him off.
And eventually, you guys, I'm assuming, will also the other people introduce themselves as well. But then Wayman speaks up. Okay, to give a little bit of context, this here Crew, he's from Aropia, just like me. Crew ran a black market in a merchant city known as Rendor. Kind of in charge of all the comings and goings. Made deals, gathered info, all that sort of stuff. Quite an impressive individual. That's when Crew then adds,
Hold on a sec. What did he
quite
gather?
currently gathering information.
There we go.
Crew's been around a lot, visited all sorts of places. Good to make use of this little skill. After all, knowledge is money, and knowledge is power. Information is desirable in many things. Speaking of information, Wayman, how exactly did you get here, and where's the rest of your party? That's the thing, Crew. This will go a little bit into detail, but I am not quite the Wayman you know. Before you ask, the actual Wayman from the Ropia at the same time as you is currently somewhere up north, currently running for his life. Me and this little group here, from the future. And that's when Crew blinked a few times, his eyes narrow. Kind of sees like he's reading Wayman's face as if he's looking for lies. But eventually he nods his head. Future? Now that's something Crew ain't too familiar with. Time traveling. Now that's some sort of shenanigans most parties would end up finding themselves into. Crew used to be in a party once. A couple times actually. But time travel ain't in the book. A lot of dragons though, and people flying around. That's when Wayman kind of just nods slightly, kind of. Besides the point.
Is Crew a level 20 Dragoon?
Well, he's a rogue, that's for sure. But Wayman kind of just starts scratching. Okay, to kind of give a bit of context. So, Crew, you and me, we've been kind of stuck here in this Auseland for about 30-ish years before something happened, caused a big freeze, imprisoned us. I won't go too into detail about that. You'll quite learn that with your companion, right? I forget her name. I haven't really talked with her too much. That's when Crew speaks up. Oh, you speak of the Dragonborn. Yes, that's Inchnia, Oracle, if you will. She's kind of been the one that's gotten Crew out of a lot of problems when the two of us got sucked up. Because, you know, with her power to get glimpses of the future. And that's when Wayman opens his mouth and closes. Oh, yes. Future.
What?
That does explain a lot of things now that I think about it. Which, speaking of, we may require her services before things devolve further. Because after all, we are not from here. We're from here, but not at this point in time. And that kind of makes me wonder how that whole future seeing thing will work out. But that's beside the point. I'm kind of sidetracking. But what I'm talking about is, we are from the future. We came here because, from what my general knowledge, maybe I should explain a little bit more detail. We're from thousands of years in the future. And that's when Crew blinks. Oh, hold on here. Crew needs a little time to kind of comprehend that. Thousands of years
we got
in the
thousands
future.
of years to comprehend. You're good.
Wayman,
We
you
can wait
don't
a
look
couple
any
hours.
older. Did you finally achieve your goal? Not quite. And
What?
Do not bother. Do not mind that. Wayman says,
Minding.
That's when Crew turns to you guys. Alright, time in the future. You from here too? Or were you sucked up just like Crew and Wayman?
Oh, future guys, yeah. You know, it's the year blank. And right now it's the year blank.
I guess that kind of makes it a little easier. But then again, Crew don't really have much time of reference. After all, Night Scale Clan, they don't really keep track of times or days. And all Crew
Unfortunate.
knows, popped out of nowhere in the middle of a fight. Gotta get out of there. Got lucky. Maybe a little bit more details needed. So, we live here. What exactly does Crew do? That's when Wayman kind of just like starts like thinking a little bit before bringing his hand out. To put up a list, you start out in an information broker guild known as the Underground Messengers. You establish a form of power. You recruit a lot of individuals. You use Ixnia's future scrying power to basically set yourself up for the inevitable. And there's a little bit more, but that's most of the gist of it. Crew sees.
I guess the
But yet,
best
why are
way
you?
to,
But why are you here? Sure,
way
you
to
don't need to.
phrase it. We may be from the future, but it's like an alternate timeline thing, and our timeline's kind of fucked. So we came back in the past to try to deal with our future, the current timeline, which is basically your guys' future timeline. It's a lot of fucking shit.
No, okay. From what Crew understands, you're in a timeline that's currently this timeline. But whatever you're doing here, you're not going to rewrite the future, is it?
Yeah, we're just getting information. You know what you like to do.
No. We
Crew's all
we
about
won't
that.
we won't rewrite our timeline. We'll absolutely fuck with yours though, maybe.
No,
No,
it's not for the
we're
worst.
messing with both.
After all, technically, this ain't Crew's home.
Are you familiar with the play Gnome to the Future?
Okay. Crew was not quite expecting this turn of events. But then again, Crew also kind of just got abducted from Crew's current home and then got plopped down in here where Crew has no idea what's going on. That's what Crew's kind of been doing right now. Just gathering information, figuring out what to do. Because Crew's in new territory right now. Ain't got no form of operations. Well, can stay with the Night Scale clan for a little bit till find out your next plan. But you're looking for stuff on now that fits your timeline. Sure, I get it, or you need some help, because Crew's pretty good at stuff like that.
So Paxi kind of like whispers to Simon. So this underground messengers guild, are we positive like this guy here has anything to do with it?
Perhaps.
That's when you see the female dragonborn. She steps out from the tent. Her eyes glowing a bright purple. It is. I foresaw it. And then her eyes return to a lighter, like a darker shade.
Okay, 1, rude to eavesdrop. 2, this Crew is the founder of or just has a hand in?
He said,
I'm
I mean,
asking the
conspiracy.
Dragonborn because she's apparently listening to our conversations.
She walks around, stops behind Crew, folds her hands on her, well, on her stomach. He has established a guild. derived entirely on information gathering. I have seen it.
Of course he has.
Yeah, but is it called the underground?
The underground messengers is the name I heard. Yeah, what she said. And
Wait,
from
so
what
it's
and you are
already
from
a thing?
thousands of years in the future. It has not yet come to pass. Maybe a little proper introduction. That be Ixnia Daxora. She be the Oracle of Cruside. Kind of been the one responsible for a lot of information for that crew's been getting. She sees things and helps crew out in that way. Not everything though, but a good chunk of information. Everything I see is not necessarily guaranteed. They are visions of possible futures. Some can be changed, others will occur regardless. One future of a pup that I've seen is the underground messengers and their existence. Yet you heard of their name, and you are thousands of years in the future. Yeah, I guess you gotta heard that. How do you know this? No, you would not know. But it seems, with that knowledge in mind, that what crew has established has lasted for thousands of years. Impressive. It makes me curious on how intricate it is, and how much influence it has gained. Perhaps it extends the entire continent.
You know Crew. Is he capable of such a thing?
Crew can speak for himself, but even though Crew's influence is mostly on one specific city, it is, after all, the merchant city that's responsible for all magic item trading on the entire world. Not world, but all of Europia. So, that, of course, was in a span of about 20 years. So, if we give a couple thousand, Crew's quite confident that he can make something that will last quite longer and get a little bit more intricate. But hey, Crew's glad to hear that this whole thing not only worked, but lasted this long. Kinda makes Crew feel confident in oneself. And that's when he turns to Ixnia, the Dragonborn. Speaking of, so apparently their whole future's a little messed up. Can you see that far? Or is it really just that much of a limit? That's when she blinks a few times before narrowing her eyes. There is a limit to how far I can see. But yet, then again, if they are from thousands of years in the future, then perhaps my visions of them could be just as small due to the fact that their timeline is not of us.
What if you had something that existed now and in the future?
That's when she's going to approach you guys.
Oh fuck.
I can gain visions of those that I see. However, it would require mutual cooperation for me to obtain a proper vision of you.
Yeah, I've been on LSD trips before. I submit myself as tribute.
Interesting choice of words. But no, this would bring no harm to you. I, after all, would be the one seeing everything. So she extends a hand out to you, Paxi. If you wish for me to see, then take my hand and allow me to see what your fate is in store.
Can I ask you to focus on something?
There is no focusing. I can only see what fate desires for me to see me. But if there is something you wish me to try and peace out more than others. Perhaps I could try.
Do you...
What?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't question. He wouldn't ask anything. Yeah, sure. He's gonna hold out his hand in front of him, palm
So
down.
what do? She takes her hands and claps yours between hers, and then immediately her eyes light up with a bright glow.
DM. So
After about...
hold on, wait. DM,
What's up?
can you? Hold on. I don't know why my camera disappeared. Reconnect. Okay. Can you on camera, like, so if my hand is like held out to her like a fist,
Yes.
how is she clasping my hands?
Like this.
Cool.
Or this.
Can I summon morning to my hand as a dagger between them?
That
You want to?
That
Yeah.
So,
She's in this too now.
you summon Morning, and immediately upon seeing the weapon appear, every single lizard folk surrounding you jump up and grab their weapons.
No,
You
no,
hear lots of shouting.
I'm not moving. And she
Yeah.
already started the thing.
you fucked up.
But you summoned a weapon, and
Okay.
all the lizard folk now suddenly see a weapon appear in your hands.
Okay. It's
Don't
okay,
on these
I am-
allies.
Don't worry about it, guys. I am a walking.
Upon seeing this, Kerr immediately raises his hands and shouting out in lizard folk, like hastily. And when you do, all the lizard folk stop for a moment. Then he turns to you, Paxi, and just says, "Don't do that again. After all, don't take advantage of their hospitality. Ain't quite a fan of displays of magic behind my friend."
He takes that much.
What? I did not. I
Yes,
didn't.
you did.
Wait, what was the gay ass?
You alarmed a lot of people. Do not.
Yeah, what was
Piss
the gay
off.
ass?
Do not
I
piss
should've-
off new friends. Is that what the specific thing is?
Do not piss off new allies.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know these things.
They are
You
considered
should know.
allies.
Okay,
So you
okay.
take 24. You take 24 damage per person, Batsy.
Oh god,
No.
Paxi explodes.
I think he'll just take this one instance for now.
Alright.
Okay, ow. I turn morning into a sewing needle,
Yeah, okay.
so I can palm that in my hand.
You stab
So,
yourself? Fine.
after about 10 seconds, the Dragonborn, like, you see a grimace form on her face. Or eventually, she releases her hand, her eyes stop glowing.
Ow, my brain.
Curious. Curious. I saw one vision, then it changed to another.
Go on.
Difficult to decipher this vision. It is not like anything I have ever seen. I saw silver light, like that of the moon. From what I have deduced, this vision, despite how enigmatic it is, I foresee a future of change. An intense future. Perhaps for the worse. I've seen lots of confusion, anger, betrayal.
Oh, fuck.
And
Don't
yet
say
But
that.
these are sensations that are not that of a living being. When I see the future of one individual, I see it from their perspective. But this perspective is different. It feels like someone's being made whole, but then realizing something terrible. For what, I could not tell. I could not tell if it's regret, indignation, or something else. I apologize. I've not seen a future this unclear before, nor as different.
Paxi thinks to himself, I've seen fortune cookies that were easier to read than this.
That's when Krur speaks up. Maybe it's because of the little thing you appear on your hand.
Yeah, that
That's what
thing's
she
a part of me,
thinks.
by the way.
Then she looks at your hand again. Is morning still there?
As a sewing needle, yes.
Her eyes narrow. So you are telling me I foresaw the future of a sewing needle?
The
Why
sewing...
does a sewing needle have all of these emotions?
It's a very special sewing needle.
Rayman kind of like looks at you. Actually, isn't that your little spear you had earlier? Looks kind of similar.
Yeah, we're not gonna ixnay on the weapons, A. That's not Pig Latin.
Crew's a little curious now. So, it's a spear and then a sewing needle. Crew ain't heard of a magic item that kind of that drastic. But then again, if it gets more of its shape, Crew has heard of weapons like that, has even seen one with Crew's own eyes. So you got a shape-shifting weapon. The real question is it just a standard weapon that just conforms to your desire? Or is it something with a mind of its own?
If you want to know, you have to promise me that the gentle folk around us won't immediately descend and turn me into giblets.
There's one you can see. The large chieftain steps out from her tent and just says, "You wish to display your weapon?"
Yeah.
That's when she turns to the rest of the folk and lets out a loud shout. And then she turns to you, crosses her arms, and just says, "Let me see it."
Okay. I'll hold my hands like flat, like palms up, and summon morning in spear form to the...
And you do, all the lizard folk kind of just like stare at you, and more particularly morning, how she kind of just glitters in the rain. The chieftain, she kind of just nods her head. It is a tiny weapon, but it is quite pretty. Reminds me of the moon. Yeah, that's what Crew's about to say. So you got... Way.
Is morning like hamming it up? Like, is she sparkling more than normal?
Yeah, upon hearing these comments, she's like causing a little bit more light to be in the glass, so it's sparkling brightly. That's when Crew's gonna take a step forward. Hold on now. Silver here. Glass there. Oh, Crew knows this.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to, but no one can give me any... And I'll mimic him as best I can. Information.
Wait, they're familiar with this weapon here. Now that's curious. Crew knows about it. The, how do you put it, information about it. Or at least some legends. Of course, Crew ain't gonna give it for free. After all, knowledge is power, and power has worth. So, Crew can't tell you about what Crew knows, but gonna need a little payment.
Is Astorius with us by any chance?
I'm assuming he is.
Um, do you think so like I don't know much about history between now and quote the future, but Solus would.
Solus is from the outside, just like you guys, so he wouldn't know. Well, Solus.
Yes.
You're not Astorius, yes.
Solus.
So if you would ask Solus, he would just simply tell you, as of all I know, all knowledge on this moonlight is very limited. It's strictly to the stories of Rjok.
No. Solus, would you be willing to answer, and I look at Crew, one question from Crew about his... Would you be willing to answer a question from Crew about the future?
It depends on the future, the question. And I don't believe the future would be as much worth as the current present, seeing his current predicament.
I would say one question, if you have the knowledge to answer it.
Crew's just seeing you in a story is currently like holding hands,
Oh, sure.
and he's kind of just like blinking.
The manliest of
Crew's kind
handshakes.
of familiar with the bro code, but Crew's also a little bit confused on what's going on here. As they say, 1,000 words can be exchanged with a nod, but I think he's thinking a little too literally here.
Would Solus agree to this?
I will see what the question is before I agree.
Sure. Crew, in exchange of information, you can ask our resident historian here a question about past, present, or future, and if he knows about it, he will answer. In exchange, you give me the information about my friend here, Miss Morning, aka Guiding Moonlight.
Guiding Moonlight, kind of a funny name, but then again, quite fitting. But sure, Crew ask. What exactly is Crew asking? The hand?
Just gotta shake hands with Astorius here, who's definitely here.
Well, as long as he isn't bad, Crew has seen a lot of weird stuff, so this won't be the first. Sure, depending on the question and depending on the answer, Crew will then be happy with this exchange of information. So he's gonna like walk over to Astorius, grab his hand, and immediately he'll just get like a surprised look. Eventually, like after a couple of like words of exchange, Astorius can hear all of this going on. Eventually, Crew would, after getting familiar and understanding like who exactly Solus is, and like that word of his knowledge, eventually Crew would get his one question, and his question is, what? Hold on, what exactly is the best way to word this actually? How long till Ortholos succeeds?
Till Ortholos succeeds.
And that is when, after a bit, like, thinking on it for a long time, eventually, he just simply says, 30 years from this point in time. And Crew would nod his head, let go. give enough crew time to prepare then. Then he turns to the Dragonborn. Looks like you were right with that vision. Alright. He's gonna sit down again on the mud. So you want to know about the whole story that crew knows? Well, see how valuable the answer is that crew got. So, you call her Morning. And then there's also the name Guided Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a little thing about reason Crew's familiar with your weapon. Back in Europia, Crew's got on his hands on a lot of books about various things. Fables, history, diplomatic relations, wars, all that stuff. Crew loves that. But one thing is tales. And even though there's a lot of fiction out there, some of these tales seem the worlds we live in hold a lot of fact, a lot of weight to it. One of these is simply described as the Moonlight Window. So, Cruz ain't going to go into the whole detail of it. It's quite a long story that has a lot of babbling, kind of almost like it's been written by a madman. But the whole point of it describes the planes of existences. You know them. You got here the material plane. No, not quite ours, but material. Then you got the astral plane, the ethereal plane. Then you got the elemental chaos around everything. Then you got the other planes. Like, you got the nine hells. You got the abyss. You got the plane of order, chaos, and all of that. Plane for everything. Shadowfell. Crew can keep going. But for all this outstretching planes that sort of just create this sort of orbiting halo around each other, with the material plane being the dead center, you got the places where the planes just can't extend any further. That is called the Far Realm. People heard about that. I'm sure you've heard about it. Horror stories, things beyond our comprehension, monstrosities that just use thought as a weapon, or merely looking at them make you go mad. There's already some very well-known gods of the Far Realm that people already know gotta keep some care about, like the Deep One.
Mm-hmm.
But then Crew has heard of other individuals, such as the Ever Watcher. Or Azeroth. That's another one that's been getting pretty big in Crew's area. But that's not the point. There is one thing that is not quite a god or entity, but is, in a way, the barrier between the Far Realm and the rest of the realms, referred to as the Moonlight Window. It is a sentient entity that acts as both gatekeeper. It, in a way, provides a viewing glass and a way of interaction with those of the Far Realm. It has many names, but the true name Crew does not know. It was never mentioned in the book, but the Moonlight Window was what it's called. And it was described by this individual as if they've seen it themselves, as an ever-extending mass of glass that glistens with silver like moonlight. It thinks and shows things, and when the man looked into it, they saw endless possibilities. They saw countless realms of existence, material planes after material planes. They saw a land with electric railways, run by magic, scarred by a war. Then they saw another realm, scattered by many, each one possessing a hellscape filled with horrors, and it's all their own. But the big thing here about this window is that its reach extends across everything. And it is something that the entities of the Far Realm are searching to reach and obtain. Because the moonlight window is responsible for them extending their reach into the material plane and expanding their influence. But the moonlight window is powerful, but is not indestructible. This entity, when something struck the window after being furious that the window refused to grant it access, physical access to the material plane, they broke it, or at least a piece. The window, of course, immediately banished that entity to the far reaches of the realm, but that little shard fell away and fell into the material plane and manifested. There's not much talk about what exactly it is. It could be a weapon like yours, or maybe an actual thinking individual. But essentially, from what Crew theorizes, is upon seeing yours, and always been talked, it is a piece of a far realm entity. And by extension is a looking glass. So, if that's true, then what Crew theorizes is, what you got there is something that could potentially be some sort of gateway or window to the far realm, manifest into a living weapon. But then again, it's just a story, but a little too oddly specific to just be coincidence. I can refer to as morning, and I can think, correct?
That she can.
Has she told you, or it, or they, or he, did it tell you anything about its origins?
She was drained of her memories by a creature from... Did we determine if the beautiful lady was from the far realms as well, or it was just from the astral plane?
Yep, she is from the far realm.
Yeah, so she started as guiding moonlight and was kept by a creature from the far realm for who knows how long, and had her memories drained.
So, in other words, that's kind of bad. If a creature of the far realm were to gain full power, then by extension, it could freely travel to and fro from the far realm and here, and maybe even open a gateway to the far realm directly and unleash everything. Because after all, it is a part of the silver of the moonlight window.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, considering that creature I've seen in my dreams and has shown itself in the material planes in the shadows.
Alright, I'm back.
Curious.
Me.
Then again, losing memories is kind of coincidental to Crew. Best be careful with what you got there. After all, if there's something from the far realm, there ain't stopping it from taking over. Just as all things of the far realm like to do. That's all Crew got. Ain't nothing much else in terms of information.
Great.
Oh yeah. Inkshania. You did your little future vision on Actually, I don't think Crew got your actual name. You just referred to it as a stupid or something like that.
Dumbass Paxi was how I was introduced.
Dumbass Paxi.
Dumbass Paxi. There we go.
Don't forget
Yeah.
that part. The D is capitalized.
Gotcha. So dumbass it is. If Crew's not being informal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paxis is his last name.
That's what Inkshania will that turn to you, Simon.
Please,
I can grant a glimpse of your future.
please microwave his brain.
If if you will.
Ooh, Paxies?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, would there be a difference?
My brain's already a lukewarm bowl of pudding.
But yes, you said my name.
She kind of looks at you for a little bit before slowly nodding. If you wish, I can see a glimpse of your future and deduce what your fate has in store.
You know, as much as that's an interesting proposition, I'm gonna leave that up to chance.
Very well. Some may choose to not have their future revealed to them, for it may affect their actions. Sometimes the future just cannot be changed, and thus no matter what they do, they will inevitably create the future they foresaw and try to prevent. Then she's going to turn to you, Swalbo. What of you? Do you want to know what your future holds?
Nah, I'd like to be surprised. No fun if I know what's coming.
Very well. Although I have a strong suspicion that I don't already understand what your future is, just by simply looking at you.
Yeah, so do I. I just don't
As you're
Ooh,
taking a step
yeah.
away, Swalbo, you see some text appear in the corner of your eye.
Well, it's been a while.
What? The computer desires knowledge.
I don't know why these weird words are popping up in front of my face.
Computer desires spacebar.
I smack the axe a few times. And thing's broken.
There will be no lores for Swobo. For all we know, Swobo's just asleep when all of this happened. Can
Is this
Swobo read?
Is this the DM bribing me with weapon increases so that he can lord up for me?
But is it working?
Yes. Hey, you know what? I think I've changed my mind. I
As you
would
saw
like
her
to know
walking
who-
away, that point, then she just stopped for like the few
I
times.
would like to know who I'm gonna kill in the future and how.
Interesting words. Very well. So she's gonna approach you, kind of like apprehensively this time, kind of seeing your renewed interest a little bit too. You're a little too eager out, like for her.
This is the first time my weapon has said anything in so long. This is the first time it's said anything.
Yeah, since the last machines you've encountered.
Yeah, since like we fought the machine.
But then again, your weapon also recently got enhanced by Listrat.
Does my weapon just want to be handed to her? I feel like the lizard folk might have an issue with this.
So, it's kind of, it seems like it's wanting to do something similar to what Paxi did.
Alright then. I very slowly pull up the axe and
What do you
like
do?
hold it up
All
and
the
ask
lizard
her to
folk just-
grasp
like,
my
when you-
hands.
So when you pull
It's
out
like-
your axe slowly, all the lizard folk like look at the weapon, get a lot of like nods of approval before the chieftain. She just says, "It is not often that I would compliment the weapon of a soft scale. And yet, it looks like it can cut bones quite easily.
Oh, it can. I have experience to tell you that.
So when you bring the weapon up to her, she kind of just like looks at the weapon, then at you.
I want to
My
know the
original
future
goal
of what
is
I'm
to
going to
see
do
the
with
future
this
of
weapon.
people. I did not think I would find myself looking at the future of weapons.
Oh, it's the future of what I'm going to do with the weapon.
I see.
That's most of my life.
So she's gonna collapse the weapon between her hands. From immediately her eyes glow. And as she's like seeing this future, you see more text appear. Solo.
Okay then.
Eventually,
I didn't know the weapon was listening. Until now.
and then she finishes her vision. She takes a step back. She kind of just like stares at your weapon, Swolbo, and then she stares at you. I see. That is a lot of bloodshed.
Oh no!
Somos just gets a big smile. Ooh!
I see. One thing is for certain. I see a great battle ahead of you. One against a foe that could not even comprehend. One whose power that is capable of raising everything we see here. And yet you fight it without a care. No, not without a care, but with joy. And it is different. You are not holding your axe. Instead, you are holding some sort of projection of light that looks like it. And yet, I see something fighting beside you. It looks like your axe seems to have manifested into something humanoid. From what I can deduce, it seems that your weapon, at some point, you will not only fight with it, it will fight with you. I do not know how far in the future
very
this can...
confused.
I have heard of dancing weapons before, but not of a weapon that takes the shape of an actual humanoid. But it's not like anything I've ever seen. It was of metal, like a golem. But I do not understand. Perplexing. But if this is the fate that is in store for you and your weapon, then I can simply tell you that you will become a force to be reckoned with.
Become?
Indeed, a force to be reckoned with.
You think I am not already a force to be reckoned with?
Perhaps. But I will at least deduce that whatever it is in the future, you'll become much stronger and more dangerous. Perhaps for the benefit of everyone around you.
So Swolbo was very happy to hear about all of the battles. Then she starts talking about like the weapon turning into a human and all this other stuff, and Swolbo is now just like not sure whether or not this lady is just crazy.
She's probably crazy. But then again, it's magic time, so... Swolbo thinks all magic is crazy.
Mm-hmm. What the? Oh no, there's more.
Yep.
I have a literal portal to the far realms, and she's like, yeah, whatever, buddy. You have a lightsaber, and she is terrified.
It's mostly she was confused with with the morning's future because she couldn't really see anything. But it seems like whatever she saw with the Swolbo's weapon was a little too clear.
It's also not the lightsaber; it's the other one.
Nope, it was his heat killer.
Oh,
It's the one that was like
Yeah.
made out of the blades of one of the things, one of the robots.
Yeah, the axe. Right? The axe?
That's
Yeah.
not it.
It basically just took like blades, two blades from arms of a robot and stuck one on either side of a piece of wood. Turned it
Yeah,
into
but
an axe.
now it got forged into an actual axe by Lishrat,
Yeah.
and it has even Lishrat's mark on it, so by extension,
Yeah.
it's now a remnant.
Oh.
So, with this, she
So now I'm walking around with a big Lishrot logo on me. That won't
That's-
cause any problems in the present
So,
world.
did she just see what's in campaign 1?
Mm, so with that, she's going to just give a small bow to all of you. As of currently, I am now fatigued, so I must rest until I can regain my energy. And so, she's going to go back inside this hut and vanish.
Looks pretty accurate.
Okay, so now that's all taken care of. What's your next plan of action? Of course, you can stay here for a little bit, but crew's gonna be real here. They probably won't take too kindly with having you all here, unless you can give something that they would care about in exchange. After all, crew's been helping out, giving all the things that crew knows with the help of engineer, because future talent.
Hmm.
But,
How lizard folk feel about alcohol?
He kind of looks at them before eventually starts speaking in Draconic, which would be translated as, "What are your thoughts on fire water?" And that's when she just lets out a snort.
Not a good sign.
That's when he kind of just turns back to you.
they don't quite care about that kind of stuff.
Well, if that's the case, then I got nothing to give them.
Damn.
These people don't even know how to have a good time. Let's leave.
Yeah. And also, I'm like, they're lizard folk. I don't think they take too kindly to a performing arts or even higher forms of entertainment, for that matter.
Yeah. The only thing they really care about is a good hunt, good food, and stuff like that. After all, survival is their biggest thing. They don't really have too much of entertainment besides the occasional worshipping to their ancestors in certain events. But mostly, it's just the material things, which is food, weapons, all of that. Things that help them hunt and live. But they don't really care too much about the intricate stuff of us, non-lizard folk.
So, I forget. Did they say it was good to Margrasa, or was it Matopi?
Wayman just says, either or. After all, they kind of just gave us two directions, or at least gave you two directions. Once I'm back, I'm going to take some R&R.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't really do that. Because we kind of have an entire civilization to unfuck.
Crew just
Ain't
speaks
that right,
up.
Paxi? I'm sorry,
Oh.
I mean, dumbass. I forgot we
You
have
call
to
him
be
by his
informed.
last name.
Yeah, why would I call him by his last name? That's pretty formal. I'm not a formal guy. Not especially with him.
Definitely want to unscrewball some countries.
Yeah. Let's fix that, shall we?
I mean, if we have access to time travel, we could just go back in time and kill Paxi.
Oh my god, but that's a different timeline. It
So
won't
you'll
solve
save
anything.
one timeline from Paxi.
Yeah. But who knows? That timeline, maybe it was Athenia who fucked up.
So instead, you guys will probably pull a Deadpool, travel through all of reality just to kill the Avengers, or in this case, Paxi.
Yep.
Speaking of Paxi, you hear Morning speak up.
Hi.
Paxi.
Yep.
I've been thinking a lot about what Crew said, and
It sounds familiar, but at the same time, it's not ringing any bells for me. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized something else. That pulling sensation, Paxi. I feel it growing stronger.
Uh-oh.
As in, it's getting closer?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's getting closer or it's just whatever's calling me is calling me even stronger.
So,
It's dangerous.
hypothetically, if you wanted to act on that, what does that mean?
Bringing me closer to whatever it is that's calling me.
Yeah, see, you don't. No offense. You don't have legs.
I do not.
And it's
So
not
by
calling
extension, require
me.
You.
Right, so would this be a simple request, or can you actually do something about this?
From what I know, I am completely incapable of doing anything like that. If I wish, I would have to request of you to assist me. But if you'd have no interest in doing so, then I have no power to do anything about it. But even then, your safety should be the first guarantee. After all, if I lose you, well, we know what will happen next. Or actually, no. If you are lost here, in this timeline, I do not know what my fate is, because as of currently, the beautiful lady is unaware of my existence, or at least is not hunting me specifically.
Yeah, let's not trigger any time paradoxes. But it would be
Tell me your
really
poker
interesting to
again,
see
Pepsi.
what would happen if you merged with your present self.
But then again, with the fighting that's going on, I'm curious. I wonder if Rajok is still alive. If so, I don't know when exactly he dies, and then this moonlight is lost.
If my notes here are accurate, Rajulk and the beautiful lady. Hold on. Quizaloth summons the beautiful lady from the far realms and does battle with Rajulk, and they disappear into a portal.
Oh, that would be Zanasa. That would disappear.
I had it by
Yes.
Quizaloth, but okay.
No. The actual information they spoke of was Quizaloth and Rajok were fighting, while Rajak and Zanasa were also fighting. Rajak and Zanasa vanished in the portal, while Rajok fell to Quizaloth, or at least his summon, and then morning, which me, or Moonlight, by this point of timeline, would then be taken and then never seen again until thousands of years later.
Right. So just keep an eye on that feeling of yours to see if it keeps getting stronger.
I will. Perhaps by the time I figure it out, I may actually understand if it's something that's closer or if it's something that's trying to pull me more stronger. Preferably the second.
Really terrible idea. What if you mentally followed it and see if you can... You know what? Don't do that. Never mind I said anything.
I don't think expanding my mental reach would be a good idea.
Yeah, me neither. Something could hear that.
You guys hear a loud roar, and then soon a dragon flies over the village before heading off towards the direction of the fighting.
Yeah, like that.
All the lizard folk immediately grab their weapons, but then after seeing the dragon fly off without paying you guys any heed, they don't relax, but they don't. It's not an immediate call to arms.
Sense.
That's when the chieftain just mutters.
The war of those soft scales are growing too close. It's only a matter of time till the rest of the tribes must arm themselves as well. This is our home. We should not lose it due to their own conflict.
So, Oh, she left. Crap. Hey, crew, you know of any portals to the future?
If crew knew about it, crew would have definitely taken one by now. At least would have been better than whatever this is. Well, maybe. No guarantee.
Do you know where insert time wizard's name here would be at this point in time?
Time wizard. As in...
Yeah, God, I forgot his name.
Fuck. There's too many.
Shit. I know who you're talking about, though, obviously. I just don't remember his name.
Is it
Yeah, Mel, what's his...
If
Mel, what's his face?
Malstrada's the time wizard? God damn.
Yes.
Okay, that's noted.
But Crew just shakes his head and then shrugs.
For all Crew knows, there ain't no time wizards. But then again, Crew's only recently learned about several after doing some information gathering and future scrying. Nice. Yeah. But for all Crew knows, there is no particular wizard that's really affiliated to time. For now, at least. Crew might learn a little bit more the longer he's here.
Well, I am at a loss for what to do.
You guys hear some shouting coming from the gate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Immediately, all the other lizard folk are like turning their attention. And as you can hear, the word starts passing down, but eventually, in Draconic, you can hear the closest lizard folk shout. And then a non-scale is approaching the gates.
Non-scale? So we're smooth scales. This is a
No, we're soft scales.
Soft
You're
scale.
smooth brain, but we're soft scales.
There it is.
And that is when you guys start seeing this weird darkness starts enshrouding the front area.
You know.
And as you can see in the distance, you can hear the sounds of bows being pulled and prepared to fire arrows. But then you see a flash of bright light. And suddenly these two lizard folk are gone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Then you can hear lots of charging. The civilians are currently running away from... Hear shoutings about securing the eggs, or all the other warriors are grabbing their weapons. That was when the chieftain just shouts, "Move!" and then just shoves all of you guys aside as she starts charging towards the direction.
Oopsie-doo.
Or Chad. I mean, he's going to die, but he'll be sick.
Crew's not sure if Crew should be involved. But then again, part of the deal was to fight.
No, Crew, you have to live to the next campaign.
Crew's not sure what you mean by that, but...
Screw starts Screw's about to walk off. He stops, looks at Wayman.
Did anything like this happen before? You know, from what future me told you.
Wayman just nods. Yes, it wasn't...
Something did happen about a weird entity encountered the lizard folk tribe, and you all managed to successfully fight it off. So, is this something we will survive in, and perhaps I will get involved as well. The more people, the better. After all, you're going to be needed for future, current... You'll just wait till you're needed till the next way, man. Stops running for his life, so let's kind of help this out.
So you can see they start working their way with the rest of the lizard folk.
Should we be here? I don't know if we should be here. Like in the city or in the spot or... Like, shit.
At this point, everyone else is currently going towards the gates, so...
There's only one entrance to this place, right?
Yes, to your knowledge.
Alright, well, the only way to get out is to fight our way out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You guys can see a bright flash of purple and pink light, and you can see this gate just gets exploded outwards. And then you can see something step out. Or step in, more like. And for, I guess, the image of what the thing looks like, let me go to the right channel. This is what you guys see. A swirl of stars and dark mist. And when it steps through, it speaks out in a radiant voice that seems to engulf all of you. You can hear it quite clearly, regardless of your location. Submit to the stars.
What was the first part? I heard the second part, but...
Submit.
Oh. That's a problem.
No.
And before you
So-
swing at him and your stuff goes through him.
Regardless of
Worried about
your location, roll initiative.
Boy, I wish I hadn't
Nice.
taken a shit ton of mental psychic damage.
I wonder whose problem that is. Oh yeah, not mine.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, so initiative. Simon, you rolled an 8. How unfortunate.
Natural one.
Swallow,
17.
Paxi,
16.
you get out of my face. Yeah, where's Drew?
What does
So-
Crew get at fucking 37? Why is my initiative higher than Wayman's?
Drew gets a 19. Wayman gets a 10. So... with all that noted down, this guy's going to go first.
Makes sense.
He's just going to look at this barbarian, this giant hulking guy with his giant axe, and he's just going to simply just say, "Out of my sight." So he's going to extend his hand outwards. He's going to basically clench it. And this guy becomes engulfed in a bright flash of light and just...
I'm guessing that was not a spell, was it?
No.
Nothing ever is in fucking Magic Land.
You're not fighting a mage! And that's the start of his turn. And then he's just going to start walking towards everyone. Now, with that, Crew's gonna go first. He's gonna use his insightful fighting to contest with that creature's deception. No, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Plus 16. Plus
31.
15.
He's definitely gonna barely beat this creature's deception. So with that, he's gonna get his insightful fighting bonus. He's gonna go now. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, he can't even get a good sight of this guy from there. So, he's gonna just try and shoot with his crossbow between the two guys. And let's see. That. Ouch, that's actually very bad. Natural 2. That's his entire turn. Swallow, you're next.
Alright. Well, Swallow is very far away, so Swallow will kick his heels together and then just start running over there.
Buffs your move speed up to what? 160 if you dash?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 160?
If I dash. Because my normal move speed is 40. Swallow will just stay here for now. It's my turn. So can't click my heels and get angry.
Paxi, I've got to play.
Oh?
You know you got that fly spell, right?
Yeah, you're really far away though.
I have Dimension Door. What if I teleport 500 feet directly in the air and drop this guy?
He has to be a willing participant.
No, he doesn't.
There's no save on that?
There is a save. I'm just really good at those.
Alright.
Wait, for Dimension Door?
To grab him to teleport with me. I believe.
I thought it was just willing creature for Dimension Door.
Oh, I guess, yeah. They have to be
Yeah,
willing. God
willing
damn it.
creature.
That would be so hilarious if you went and grabbed and fucking body slammed some guy from 500 feet in the air.
That would also just be a like kind of ridiculously overpowered if you could just do that to people.
Yep.
Well, if you force them to save, I mean, you have to go with them, so.
Just play like a fish person and constantly teleport people into the ocean.
Oh no, I mean, oh, true. Yeah. That'd be sick.
So,
I didn't even think about that.
Or just play an Aarakocra, spellcaster, just constantly teleport people 500 feet up.
so
Hi.
that'd be your turn, Swallow.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Alright, so next on the initial order is gonna be Paxi.
It's just this one dark dude, right?
Yep.
Man, I don't like that. But okay, 5, 10, 15,
That's
20,
racist.
25, 30. Can I see the guy from here? Probably not. I cast Shadow of Moil on myself. And And my turn.
Alright. Now it's going to be... Let's see. The lizard folk. A bunch of them. So... This guy, he's going to take his giant bow. A bunch of these other guys are going to use their bows. As they basically just try and form some sort of firing squad. The shamans are all going to channel their powers to enhance their own brethren. How many hits will they do? So you see a massive assailant of arrows. A good chunk of them are going to hit this guy and cause his form to basically shred before it starts slightly reforming. But you do notice that he starts flickering, so he is taking damage. And with that, that's going to be their turn. They're going to do quite a lot, actually. Holy shit. And now he's going to use a legendary action.
Happy counterspell.
Enough. So he's going to raise his hand again, and he's going to clench it. And he's going to cause several more of these lizard folk to appear in bright flashes.
So
Wait.
I'm assuming no, it can't be counterspell.
Is this the same dude that just like teleported us to prison that one time? Wait, no, to
Nope.
Bristol. Did we go to Bristol that one time? Uh-oh.
That was a thing with a lot of hands and shit.
This thing just has two.
Alright, Wayman's next. He's going to use his own insightful fighting and contest 24. And the entity makes a pretty low roll this time, so he's going to fail. Wayman's going to win that. Now he's going to shoot. That's a hit. For 35. And that'll be Wayman's turn. Simon.
Alright. So, first of all, bonus action. We want to use cutting words, or whatever the fuck it's called. He loses 6 on his save DC. And now, he has to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
I cast Hold Monster. But you said he has a weapon reaction, so it probably
fails.
passes. Really? Okay. That's it. That's my turn.
That's your turn, huh?
Wait, let me see the distance on. Yeah, I believe it's 60 feet. Sorry, I haven't counted just. 6th level. Well, monster's 90 feet, so I can reach him from there. So yeah. I'll still move my character next to Swolbo.
So he's currently paralyzed.
I did not expect that to do it.
So that's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Chieftain's turn. Just gonna go 5, 10, 15,
He's
20,
paralyzed, so it was great.
25, 30, 35, 40. Gonna push everyone aside.
Paralyzed on where I
45.
get crits?
50. And part of her charge, she's gonna take her massive axe and she's gonna slam down on the guy with advantage.
Paralysis does in fact give advantage to crits if it hits.
She's gonna hit with a crit. She's gonna do 52 damage.
Jesus.
That's a lot of damage. And she can't do anything else because that was part of her charge. Now's the entity's turn. His turn
Has to
passes.
make a wisdom save.
He succeeds automatically.
Oh.
So he turns over, but he lost his turn. Crew's turn.
So is he still paralyzed?
Yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh,
Crew has to attack at disadvantage.
29. Crew's gonna do 52 damage to
on.
this guy.
Dylan.
What's up? What?
He's on the ground.
You're right.
I'm sorry to tell Crew
Well,
this,
no, this guy's actually... I forgot to mention this, but he was not on the ground. He's not prone. He was just simply standing frozen.
fucking weird. Anyway.
Yeah, it basically, when you froze this guy, it's almost as if he's like, he just, like, frozen time, where he just didn't move at all. But
That's
now he's
wild.
moving again. But Crew chunked him. Swobo, you're next.
alright. Swobo become angry. Swobo charge. I'm assuming I'm getting flanking, or is this guy special?
You can flank him.
Fuck you then. I will attack recklessly. 21.
21. 21 hits.
That is a... What is that? A 2, a 3, and a 6.
2, 3 to 6. 21 does not hit.
Oh, 21 does not hit. Okay,
It
well,
does not.
I roll again then. Much better. I'm assuming a 30 hits.
A 30 does.
Alright. That'll be 31 damage.
Alright.
And, that's my turn.
This guy's going to take a legendary action now.
Can't be counterspelled?
So far, nothing he has done has been able to be counterspelled.
No shit.
I know. Anyways,
Why do I take this spell, damn it?
it's been helpful against mages. You're not fighting mages.
We're in the past with great mages and we're not fighting mages, damn it.
You're also fighting like monsters as of lately, so you're not fighting mages.
Yeah, no.
So this guy's going to use his legendary action. He's going to just stare at all of you before his eyes start flaring with light. Enough. Embrace the stars. So he's going to raise his hand up in the air. He's going to clutch into the fist. Then you notice this bright purplish pink light starts engulfing everyone. It first starts as a small dome, but then it starts expanding, expanding, and expanding. Paxi!
Nope, I'm not in it. Not me.
Hold on, what is the exact range of this? Oh. So technically, if I tap this in, make it purple, pinkish, so it's kind of easy to see.
I watch all my friends disappear.
See.
Shit!
Yeah,
Just
that's
everything
gonna
is
cover
purple.
everyone. And with that, you guys' visions become distorted. Before you guys find yourselves standing in a weird landscape.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The,
not
la-
again.
the
No.
land of Patreon!
The land of neutral party.
Yeah. Who is this neutral party? Where can I kill him?
So, you guys are in a weird landscape.
Triangles, circles, oh no.
See, you can see floating, like just ever-expanding landscape of stars, floating rocks everywhere. You can see various flashes of light in some of these places, but right now you hear the whole place shake before this deep reverberating voice speaks. Become swallowed by the stars.
Uh-oh.
That is a weird obsession.
And then that monstrosity appears right here.
Kind of counterspelling. You can say no. It won't hurt my feelings.
No.
Fuck you.
For the record as well, campaign 1, this is what this thing looks like.
Oh, I'm not
Alright.
a bulldog.
So currently on the initial order, Paxi.
Yeah, I'm dead last.
Hexblades, Mark. Hexblades curse.
Alright, it's hexbladed.
And, gonna back behind Swolbo. A little bit more.
What the fuck?
and
What the fuck?
and then I'm gonna shoot at it. Does this thing use eyes to see me?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, it knows where you are, so you do not need, so you don't get advantage due to obscurement.
Man. Hiya.
What? I mean, he wouldn't be obscured behind me anyway.
No, I have a Shadow Moil on.
That.
It's a 28 to hit.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, he takes 28 points of damage. Wait.
28.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And follow up. Alakablam! Oh shit. 21 to hit?
21. Yep, 21 hits.
Oh.
Actually, pizza, yep.
Okay. 22 points of damage.
Gotcha.
Some of that is force, some of that is necrotic. Does that matter?
It does not matter in this case.
Okay. And that's my turn, yeah!
Alright. This thing is now going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 as it seems to just crawl through the air towards you guys.
Fuck that.
Its mouth just opens up and you see this bright cone of light
Oh
outstretched to all of
shit,
you.
we're in a straight line. I'm a dumbass.
You guys see a bunch of essence starts flowing out from your bodies towards this thing's mouth. All of you roll Constitution saves.
Fuck.
Oh no, I'm not good at those.
Oh wait, is this a spell save?
Wait, did you say Constitution save? I'm
It's-
good at those.
It's not a spell. There's no such
It's
thing
not
as
a spell.
spells.
No. Is it a
Spells don't
wait,
exist.
is it a magical effect that my robe gives me advantage on?
I guess it would be magical.
Okay.
I counter spell. Well, at least it saved you from a nat 1.
So you guys all take 27 necrotic damage as you feel your life force get drained off from your.
Oh good, I actually take half of that.
You said what, 20?
Fuck's
27.
Fuck's
27.
sake. I told you the
At
robe
least-
is useless.
It didn't get. You didn't roll a natural 1, so it worked.
God damn it.
You didn't take 54, buddy.
So this is this guy's turn. Simon, you're up.
Okay, question. Is the air still magical in nature?
Kinda.
Counterspell the air.
That'd be a problem. Anyways. He subtracts a 10 from his next saving throw. And
Oh, shit.
make a wisdom save of a DC 30 or higher.
17.
Yeah, that would fail. He is paralyzed.
Of course he is.
Don't give him man infinite paralysis.
It did use a spell slot, I will tell you that.
Oh, this
though.
one did?
Yes.
Oh no, my
command now.
one of my spell slots. Oh no, it's almost like I have 1, 2, 3 left of these. That's my turn. I have no use besides being a paralysis bot.
So, with that, top of the initial order would go back to Swolbo.
Alright, so this guy's paralyzed now?
Can you reach him in the air?
How high is he?
He's only about, like... Technically, he's 5 feet above the air, so he's not that high.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just swing at him.
from there I can jump. Alright. So it's another advantage for...
Yep.
Alright, does 26 hit?
Yes. 21's a meets it, beats it.
You crit.
Yep. Alright, so 64 damage.
No, brutal critical.
Oh, you're right. How could I forget?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry, that's oh, that's 30,
76.
that's 76 damage.
Hit him again.
It's dead.
Oh.
It disperses. And with that, you notice your surroundings
bitch.
shake before you find your girls back here.
Everyone is dead.
Everyone's missing except for the chieftain, who is currently wailing on this guy. But as you guys appear here, you just see this guy just simply utter "Be golden" in a flash of light.
Not again.
Shenanigans.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't give a shit about her.
Alright, so I guess it's still your turn, Swalbo.
Oh, okay. Well then, I run up to the guy and I swing again. 31.
31.
That will be
13 hits.
what?
31 hits. 31 hits.
Yes, it's a
I
31
don't know why,
hit.
I don't know why I said 13.
Yeah, that's 17 damage.
Okay. Damage noted.
And then swing with the lightsaber. 33. And that is 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. And that will be your turn?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to take a legendary action. He's going to go turn to you, Swallow, and he's going to extend his palm out in your direction. Embrace the heat of the stars. He's going to explode. So make a dex save.
Alright, I see this coming, right?
Yes, you do.
Nice.
Nice. So you're going to
So does
take
that say?
20. No.
But it's still
advantage
nice.
now for this. You get a DM inspiration for this. So you get inspiration, but you also take 28 force damage from that as well.
That's fine.
And now you notice there are various flecks of starlight on your body.
Ooh, pretty.
Paxi, you're next.
Can I see him, or is this a hut in my way?
There's kind of a hut in your way.
10, 15, 20, 25. Can I see him now, or am I gonna shoot Simon in the back of the head?
You can see him now, but you can also shoot Simon if you want.
Alright, I shoot Simon.
Wait a second. I counterspell. I counterspell morning's existence.
Does this guy see me with... Oh, wait, shit. Wait, what happened to the abject terror in alternate dimension land? Is he dead?
Mm-hmm. I one shot.
You put the crit, yes.
Oh, cool. I heal 19 HP. Because he was Hexblade's cursed. Alright. Well, I'm sorry. Does this guy see me with his eyeballs or no?
He sees you. 100%.
So, no advantage?
No,
Damn it. Hiya! Oh, 21 to hit.
it does not hit.
I shoot Simon.
I'm gonna eat something.
Like
That does hit. Simon.
oh shit. 31 to hit.
31 hits.
That's 26 points of damage.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. So, not Simon's turn yet. You see a flash of light as more entities reappear.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
They let out a loud roar of victory before charging. This guy would go here, this guy would go here. These guys would position themselves right here. So they're going to unleash some more arrows at this guy. And unfortunately, a good chunk of them miss. These three, though, they're going to cast some healing words on the most wounded and heal a little bit. And that's their turn. Simon, you're up.
Cool. So I think you already know what's going to happen. Doink. Alright, -9. Wisdom save of 29. Well, it's still DC 20, but he subtracts
actually-
9 from the roll.
Natural 20, actually.
Well, that's my turn.
Alright. This guy's
I'm
going to
useless
take
now.
his
I
turn
literally don't do anything anymore.
No, he just auto succeeds. So this guy is going to raise his hand again and start gripping into a fist.
Succeed once. Now do it again.
And you guys become enveloped in this bright flash of light. And you guys find yourself again in familiar territory.
Son of a bitch!
Suddenly, with a flash, you see another entity manifest. Campaign 1 for looks.
Oh.
Well, I guess we only have to fight 3 of these things.
One with the stars.
Swobo, make the bad thing go away.
This thing's gonna go.
God
I
damn it.
can't counterspell it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Counterspell. It works.
So this guy's white arm, you notice he's gonna rear it back, but then he's gonna swing and start stretching like a tentacle. All 3 of you need to make dex saves.
Oh, I can do that.
This is not
Never
a
mind.
magical effect.
No,
Hiya.
it's not.
Natural
Fuck!
7.
13.
Swallow fails. Simon meets it, beats it.
Wait,
Oh,
Swobo, this is an attack that you can see.
He did.
Yes,
he
that's
got
why I
it.
rolled with
Shit.
advantage.
So you guys, both of you guys who failed, you take 28 bludgeoning.
I'd like to
Simon,
imagine
you
we're
take
just
14.
in like low gravity and Paxi goes completely vertical or horizontal but just
Oh.
never goes to the ground. It
That's
just
Swobo.
gets smacked. In.
Huh?
Those flecks of starlight on your body, they're going to detonate.
Oh fuck.
Ooh. Pretty.
You're going to take an additional 25 force damage.
How
Wait,
much was the initial?
do I take?
You don't take additional, Simon, just Swallow, because he had the
Right.
flecks of starlight.
Well,
from
what is the
explosion.
original?
28.
Ow.
14, you succeeded.
Okay.
Ow.
With that, this guy is going to stop here. And since you succeeded, Simon, those 3 floating spears in Simon is going to blink a few times before unleashing 3 bolts at you. Does... Okay,
Yes.
that's a low roll.
What?
It does an 18 beat your AC.
Yes.
Okay, then the other one does beat you as well. So you're going to take 3 force damage, followed up by 12 force damage. So 15.
Ouch.
That's his
I'm at
turn.
half HP.
Next is going to be Swolbo.
Alright. Swobo walks up to him and recklessly attacks. What's it gonna be? Hey!
Crit. It's dead.
Alright, that's gonna be 32 plus 11, that's 86 damage.
86. Jesus. Okay.
Is it dead?
Now he's still going. This guy's beefier than the other one.
Okay.
No, is it?
Well, then I do my second attack. 33.
33 hits.
And that's gonna be... Where's the... Oh, minus 17 damage.
17.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot lower than 87.
I mean, this one's not a crit, you know.
I know. It's still a lot lower.
Alright, and then I'm assuming he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Alright, lightsaber swing then. 33 again. 8 damage.
8. Okay. And that's your turn.
Mm-hmm, that is my turn.
So, you've wheeled on him 3 times. You notice that that dark arm of his starts glowing with blue light. He's going to rear it back, and he's going to use his reaction to smack you with it.
Bring it on.
Alright. How much damage does you do in total?
Yeah, 100.
Oh, that more than beats the threshold for this, so that's going to definitely exceed. Swalbo, you're going to take 40 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, 111 total. I
Because-
think.
And I'll make a strength save.
Okay, wait, sorry, I take how much?
So
40
you're gonna take
bludgeoning.
40 bludgeoning,
Alright, 20 bludgeoning.
and then make a strength save.
Okay. Forget the John's strength. 28.
That succeeds. So
Christ.
instead, you're going to get knocked back 5, 10, 15, 20 feet instead of more.
Alright.
That's his turn. Paxi.
5, 10, Kerstab.
Yeah, it's nice having 25 strength.
Can this guy see me with his eyeballs?
This particular guy, he cannot.
Kerstab. Damn.
31.
That's, yep, 30 points of damage. More Kerstab. 30, that's 25. Plus, wait, is he dead?
No.
Okay. Plus,
Jesus. You guys get OP magical weapons. I can't do anything damage-wise.
no, but you can make
So
us
you
feel
better
better.
kill it. You better kill it.
Hold on. Hold on. Is it 5d8? I think it's 5d8. Pretty sure it's 5d8. Plus an additional 22.
Oh, shit.
Is he dead now, Mr. Krabs?
No, he's not, funny enough.
Backhand.
His blue fist is glowing really strongly right now.
23 to
Oh, is
hit.
that how that works?
Front row. Does a 23 hit?
It does. You kill him before he gets a punch on you.
He takes 15 plus... he takes 19.
Yeah, you're gonna cause him to implode before he gets his second punch out.
Yay! I'm helping.
You guys once again find yourselves teleported out. Is that your turn, Paxi?
Yes.
Alright. Simon, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm annoyed at this guy because I can't paralyze him.
You've been doing nothing but paralyzed.
No shit. So, he takes this much. I hope he likes daggers. Cloud
So
of
you have
them.
to make
per
a deck
se.
save.
He doesn't make any saves.
That's how it works.
When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or it starts his turn there. So when he starts his turn, he takes that much. Yes, 14d4. I cast Cloud of Daggers at 7th level. It's
No
concentration.
save.
No save, I told you.
Okay, so he starts his turn. He's going to take a lot of damage from that.
Takes 38 damage.
Yeah, his body's flickering a bunch because of it. He's going to move 5, 10,
He's still in it. Fuck.
15, 20. He's
Hi.
just going to stare at your face before outstretching his palm.
I played patty cake with him.
Obliterate.
I don't like that.
Make a deck save.
And if I fail, which I don't think a 26 fails,
You have a point-blank explosion coming at your face.
26.
You succeed. You take 13 force damage instead of the 26.
Okay.
And your body's just covered in starlight, but not quite as intense compared to a Swolbo's.
Okay. Wait, I gotta make a concentration. I pass.
Alright. Swolbo, it is your turn.
Don't go through this area. Don't go. You see this? The center point? Don't go through that. Go around that.
What?
That's a cloud of
What are we going
daggers.
around?
In fact, let me just draw the shape.
I walk over to the guy, making sure to walk around the visible cloud of daggers. I'll just
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
And then I will attack him recklessly. Oh, is it gonna be another one? Oh, let's go.
Fuck. How do I select again?
82 damage.
How do I select? Oh, there we go.
82?
Yes, I crit him again.
God! I was busy working on this. Oh, fucking goddamn it.
You want me to paralyze him again?
Please
That'd be
stop.
great.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you
Yeah.
killed an entire village. They were cool, and now they're dead.
Be glad you don't have a monk.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fullbow plus oh fuck, what was Chris's character's name?
Baji?
Baji.
Baji, yeah. Man, Swobo plus Baji, oh.
So he's alive still.
Would've gotten
Despite
along
that
great.
shit.
I swing again. No way.
It's not.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 22 hit?
No, it does not, thank God.
Okay. And I swing the lightsaber. What the
But does that hit?
What the hell?
Brutal critical.
How the hell? All 3 rolls. We had to wait.
Natural.
I mean, I did just make 9 rolls. So. Okay, that's gonna be 50 plus 9. That's 48 damage.
Okay. He's really, really hurt now.
All right, and that's my turn.
That was a backhand, essentially, of something that does way more than I could ever do. Jesus.
So I did 130 damage that turn while missing an attack.
With too many crits. So, okay, I guess what the fuck is happening now? It's going a little too fast than I expected. What happened if you guys had more people with you? Holy shit. Okay.
This is because I keep critting.
Okay, it has to be this then. So, at your end step,
End
this
step?
guy is. Fuck! Shut the fuck up. Okay, at the end of your turn, right? Yeah, you're ending your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my got a game speak. He's taking over. Anyways, he's gonna take his legendary action, and as this is happening, you notice the chieftain reappears, and then he just once again does his flash of light, shouting,
We will be taken by the stars.
as you become enveloped by the light, you can hear the chieftain shout angrily in Draconic, "Not again." And you guys once again find yourselves out in familiar
Alright,
territory.
now for the one on the top left.
So you can see there's hearing a lot of fighting going on still.
My cloud of daggers never ended, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be something I have to worry about.
I'm
when
a
we come
little
back.
worried for the chieftain.
Does Cloud of Daggers stay there if you're in another plane?
It's concentration. It's just concentration, and I never ended concentration.
Wouldn't going to another plane interrupt your magical connection or something, though?
Going
Maybe,
to
but not in
another.
this case.
Like, that's such a weird...
But anyways, okay. With all the fighting going on, you can see there's something warping the surroundings, and then something is going to appear. Oh, I can't line it up with it. Doesn't matter.
Whoa, it appeared on the top left. Could have guessed.
I know, right? It's the Messiah.
Is this just, like, your
Oh, yes,
Pyramid Head
apparently
has a
you can-
Siamese twin?
Oh, did you know? Yeah, I can actually do this. Apparently, the rule states that I can. You can still concentrate on a spell even if you are
Campaign 1 for what it looks
affected.
like.
Target moves to another plane.
So-
That's interesting.
This is what's going to happen. This thing, one of the heads is going to scope. Well, this thing's going to go. So one of the heads is going to start muttering some incantations, and you can see lightning start sparking between. And it's going to fire a bolt of lightning charging at you, Simon.
Hey, fuck you.
Keep in mind, yes, this is a spell.
Counter spell.
At what level?
6th level.
Sixth level, huh?
Yes.
Roll.
That's the exact level required to counter it, actually. Fuck.
I didn't. That was a guess.
Yeah, you just counter chain lightning.
Jesus. Thank God.
Now, this thing is going to raise up in the air, flat in a flash of light, reappears right here.
Can I counter
Now
spell
the
that?
other head is going to fight.
Damn.
He mutters some phrases to himself before you notice his claws become wreathed in this spark, like star-like energy.
Counter spell?
No. I'll
He's
take it
going
like
to
a
flash
man.
at you, Simon, with it.
Even if that was counterspellable, he doesn't have a reaction left.
I have a reaction left.
Does
Wait,
a
does Warlock get
19
counterspell?
actually? If an 18
Yes,
hits,
I
I'm
have
lucky with
counter
it.
spell.
So Simon, you take 16 slashing damage,
Alright.
and now you find yourself wreathed in this glow ghostly energy.
That was not a
A
spell.
natural 1 on my concentration check.
Oh no.
You have a brain fart. You start smelling something nasty.
Ew.
Burnt
Coming from my
toast.
brain? Oh no.
You hear one of the heads start speaking.
Weak to magic, weak to claw. Claw to weak the magic. Magic to weak the claw.
What's the claws made out of?
Wait. Oh, come on.
Alright, Swobo.
Swobo already won.
No, Simon. Simon hasn't gone yet.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Simon goes.
Is there
It's
anything on this
weird
guy
how-
made of metal?
No.
His whole head.
I'm assuming his head is
He's a
made of
magic
bone or
caster.
something.
So I'm gonna fix this. He takes that much. That's a lot of ones. No fours. The odds of not rolling a 4 there is extremely low. But he takes that much damage on the start of their turn.
Okay. So if that's your turn, it will be Swobo next.
Let me draw a shape. And... Doop.
Wait, is that Cloud of Daggers?
Yeah.
Isn't Cloud of Daggers a 1x1?
No, it's a 5-foot cube. It's a 2x.
Isn't that
Technically,
a
when
1x1?
I looked at it, I thought it was a 1x1, but it's technically a 2x2. I looked it up.
That makes no sense. What? A cube
Wait,
is
look.
literally, or a
Okay,
square
that's
is
what I
literally
thought.
a
Okay,
5
you're
by
right.
5 cube. What?
You're right. Whatever.
Like, wait. I guess technically you could put it like
Angled, so that way it
you
covers.
could put it like it's centered around like this or something, so it takes up a quarter of each square.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
wait,
what I'm
is it my
doing.
turn?
Yes.
Okay. Time to see if I can stop him from having to take that damage. I swing at him recklessly. What the f-
Jesus.
What?
Alright, kill him.
What?
Kill him.
How?
Swolbo woke up this morning and decided to be Swolbo still.
What is happening?
I wish I could do damage.
Alright. Oh, that's not the greatest roll. That's
84.
64.
No, what? Wait. Minus 3? Wait, slashing 16. This is still your first hit. So you have
Yes.
a Divine Fury crit.
So how
Yeah,
much?
it's that my rolls weren't that great and the brutal critical roll wasn't that great. So it's 64.
Interesting. Yeah, your brutal critical damage was a 3 and a 1.
Yep. My divine fury damage was a 1. My that D8 was a 6. That's actually I had like one good die
Oh.
there.
Crit him again.
All right. There's no way, right? Huh?
What?
Huh? What is happening?
Don't
What?
salty, don't hung up, and he's walking out of his room.
What is happening?
You cannot defeat me. I know I can't, but he can.
It's also a bad roll, but it's
Uh,
fine.
That's the brutal critical is decent though. That's 18 plus the 11, 29. That's 58.
How much?
58.
What is happening?
Note to self. When
Do
the
it
source
again.
is not here, you steal all the criticals.
Okay.
And arguably make better use
and
of
now the lightsaber. What the? That's not a
them.
crit.
Damn.
That was 22 hit.
No!
Okay.
No! Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
I did less damage that turn than I've done some other turns. That's okay. So
Okay, this guy's gonna take a legendary action.
He takes 27 damage.
Legendary action. He's not starting
Oh,
his
against
turn.
Swallow. never mind.
I just
Yes.
so I rolled crits on 4 out of 5
So,
attacks. What the
One
hell?
of the heads you notice starts sparking with green lightning
I
as it
like
starts muttering an
counterspell.
incantation. Counterspell?
You-
At what level?
I don't have high level spell slots anymore, so I'm just going to cast it at good old 3rd level. So I
Roll.
gotta roll. What do I add anything? Oh, make an
No.
ability check.
Oh, ability
Using a
check.
spell
so
casting
yes.
ability. So I add plus 6. Indeed. That's unfortunate.
He's going to
That's
cast
I
it.
can't even counter a
So,
first level
Swallow,
spell.
how much life do you have left still?
27.
That's unfortunate.
Swallow's dead.
So, make a deck save.
Oh!
E? Do I see this?
Yes.
You see a finger coming towards you, but
20.
20. You succeed. And by that extension, you actually survived the disintegrate. So it was going to deal. Wait, hold on. 40. Wait.
Disintegrate does no damage
calculating
on
this
it,
right,
though.
this is not the full spell, so this is going to be 50 force damage. So you save and take half, which is going to be 25.
no, you don't.
which-
Wait, what?
You don't take damage from disintegrate on the save.
Wait, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot to
Oh,
write that bit.
That's the
So,
whole point of
I would have
disintegrate.
so that you would have taken 50 force damage from that.
It
Wait.
died.
I would have only that's actually really low for disintegrate.
It is. This is why it's not the full disintegrate.
Okay, yeah, it's like disintegrate's usually like
Disintegrate has a
disintegrate
legendary
does
action.
so much damage.
This is not casting like the full level spells. Anyways, now he's gonna follow up with the other part of his legendary action. He's gonna slash you with the claws because you're right next to him.
Can I counterspell that?
No.
I
Since
don't
this
have
is
a
an
right.
advantage, there's a 19 beach race, Swallow.
Yes, it does.
Alright, you're going to take
Oh, wrong button. I forgot.
20 slashing damage.
I'm drawing shapes
10
right
slashing damage.
Alright.
now. Why is it not
So
slashing?
now you have this blue aura around you, Swallow. Paxa, you're up.
Alright.
Is he big enough or small enough that I can get advantage just by being
He's
behind
a
him?
4x4.
No. Does he see me with his eyeballs?
He has 2 heads, he cannot be flanked.
Yeah, but what about his eyeballs, though?
Can you flank his eyeballs?
Okay. I'll tell you this.
Does Shadow of
The
Moyle
mage head
matter?
is- The mage head's on this side. The claw head's on this side. Which one are you wanting to flank, specifically? Well, actually, it doesn't matter. You're on this side. So, I guess technically you would get flanking in this case.
Yeah, but can he see through Shadow of Moyle?
Yes.
Okay, so
But
just
he's not looking at you directly, though, so you would have advantage.
hiya.
31.
23 points of damage.
He's dead.
Okay.
So, you guys once again feel your surroundings distort before reappearing once more at the village.
Follow up, hiya. Wait, this guy's just regular. Ka-chow! 25 to hit.
25 hits.
24 points of damage plus.
Actually, 25 means it beats it.
Cool. 24 plus 28.
With all the damage the other guys have wailed on him. How do you want to do this?
I punch a hole between his eyeballs.
So, you punch a hole through his head, like in between. It causes the stars and flames to disperse. Eventually, it slowly reforms, but his body is flickering violently. Pierre eventually, he just says,
Very well.
before vanishing.
You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're dead. So,
And with that, there's a flash of light.
bitch ass
All
hoe.
the other warriors return.
Dead, probably. Most of them dead.
You see, there's a couple of corpses here. But it seems like overall, most of the lizard folk have survived.
Most.
With that, they start looking at each other before the chieftain lets out a loud shout, and then they all start cheering.
Is this something to be cheering for?
This,
Their people are dead. Yes.
this is when she approaches the center and just shouts in Draconic, which I'm assuming Astorius would translate for you guys. Come! Let us feast in the honor of the fallen!
I like these people.
And so the civilians start going to mending the completely obliterated gate, while the others return and start pulling out various meats and things that they have from the storeroom. So yeah, they're now going to be hosting a feast. Weatherman crew, they can look pretty battered. You notice crew particularly looks like he's been kind of scorched a bunch.
He'll be alright.
Eventually, you just hear Weatherman say, "Out of all the things that I fought, gotta tell you, that's not the worst."
Yeah, that's one way to say it.
And as they're all gathering around, the chieftain just nods at you guys.
Come, let us feast, for you are a warrior, one with the Night Scale tribe.
And honestly, with that would probably be a good stopping point until we get more people for the next session.
Man, I like these lizard folk here. I'm sure we'll be friends with them forever.
Well,
See
Yeah.
no reason why we would ever not be friends with the lizard folk.
Yeah. Precisely. I'm glad you understand. I nearly died. You nearly got incinerated.
Nah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I mean, you are.
yeah. So seeing how the fight turned out was just the three of you, I think I probably would have had to rebalance shit with more people.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't have gotten like 6 crits with more people.
That was insane. That was
Yeah,
unnecessary.
I know what? I got like
Josh just
4
told me that
crit-
he finished his taxes.
Oh, I got like
Unfortunate.
4 crits and 5 attacks. I was like, what is happening?
Goddamn. Yeah.
Right. Well, also at this point, your spell slots are all back. Now that you're properly back
poggers.
in this world for an extended period of time.
But I don't heal. I used a lot of Cloud of Daggers and a lot of old monsters there. Great.
We should probably take a bit of a rest.
Yeah, perhaps a long one.
Yeah, if I'm enjoying a feast.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot more stuff I do have planned, but it's better to have everyone there for it. So for now, this will be a good stopping point. Yeah. I've already said that.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
Miss y'all.
Oh,